Now, with this one, John, Von Miller, friend of yours. You have a very good friend, female friend, by the way, who's an amazing agent and represents Von Miller. Yep, she is special. And she's really special, John, because I think this. I love Von Miller. I thought he was one of the best linebackers, outside linebacker, DN kind of a field guy. Now he's 36 years old, though. And he had, some good years with the Denver Broncos. He played with them, John, 10 years, had 110 of his sacks. His total, though, is 129. So he's played for 3 more years since he left Denver. And he went to the Rams, he went to Buffalo, and, he's only gotten another, 19 sacks. So my question to you is, we love him to death. He just signed with Washington, and that's the same guy who was the GM at Denver when they drafted him in the first round. And that was a great pick then. I just wonder now, John, at 36 years old, and he's really not putting up the numbers that he did, nothing even close to the numbers that he had done in the past. Do you think that that age is starting to catch up? It catches up to all of us, but it really, it really catches up to the football players. And I don't know. I think oftentimes we think 32, 33 gets old. And if he's 36, is he really going to be that big of a contributor, do you think, this year for Washington? Maybe, but what do you think?
Well, you're right, Pete. He's a heck of a player, and our friend Kristen Kaliga has done a great job representing him, I think, the whole way through his career, Pete. I love Vaughn. I'd be happy if he can still produce at 36, Pete, the way he did when he was 30. But, Father Time does catch up to you. So if the Commanders thought that this is a guy that they really need, I get it. I think if you use him sparingly, maybe he really can still make an impact, Pete. Is he going to be an every down player? He wasn't in Buffalo the last couple of years, Pete. They were rotating him. I think Commanders are going to have to do the same thing. But you could surprise me, Vaughn. You've done it before. I hope you do it again.
I hope he does too. And you know what? Father Time is tough to deal with. It's why, these quarterbacks, they could play into their 40s if they want to or have the energy to be able to do it. But any of the other positions, it's pretty tough once you start hitting 34, 35, and Vaughn's 36. That makes it a little bit more difficult to be able to have the same. So, Adam Silver, NBA. What do they want to do, John? Well, they're talking about expansion. Now, I don't know if you follow NBA hardly at all, like you and I and me and the rest of the world for the most part. I mean, there are some folks out there, but we talk about the ratings. They're pretty pathetic, and they've gone down. We hear all those kinds of things, but you look around, John, and I look at this one and I go, all right, so you're going to expand something like the NBA. First of all, is there enough talent to do that? I mean, do we really think there are 2 more teams, which is the number they're talking about? By the way, the last time they did this, John, they did an expansion 2004. It was Charlotte. From 1988 to 95, they added 6 teams to the NBA. I don't know. I mean, the one question I would say is, because they don't want to have somebody move to Las Vegas or move to Seattle. Those are the top 2 picks right now. But they want to expand there. So I wonder, should they do that? The NFL didn't do that. The NFL's got a heck of a lot better ratings and people wanting to watch and all that type of thing. But maybe they would watch it there. By the way, San Diego is the largest city in the country that doesn't have an NBA team. So it's kind of interesting that you're going to go back to Seattle where you left Seattle, right, to go to Oklahoma City. That's what happened, everybody. Who doesn't know that? But never was a team in Vegas, but now they want a team in Vegas. So what do you think about this, John? Am I wrong to think that these guys should expand even? I just don't see it as something that helps them with their TV ratings and helps them maybe with the seats, but I don't know if it helps with the TV.
Yeah, and one of the things I'd say, Pete, is that those 2 cities, Vegas and Seattle, would be good spots. And maybe some of the teams that are in crappy markets should move there.
Yeah.
Because, it would fulfill what you have identified as a need. Let's get them in some really popular markets. And obviously Vegas is at the top of that heap right now, Pete, with what they did with with former Coyotes or whatever, with what they did with the Vegas Knights, what they did with the Raiders, what they're going to do with the Oakland A's and all that. Basketball team makes a lot of sense. That would be my number one pick. But you're right. The talent, I don't know if they're going to get. I think if you're going to do it, though, why not do it while you have that stupid ESPN contract that's paying you so much money that you can't hardly screw it up, Pete.
By the way, if we want to invest in it, John, it's going to cost us about $2.5 billion each, for each team that comes out there. So we might have to really start thinking about that.
We might have to start saving those bottle caps or something.
Yeah, I think so.